Oh, this is actually, hey, this is actually really clean under here. It's awesome. I didn't realize that my name was under here too. When I
Really?
built all this stuff and installed it, it's like all right there. Hey guys, how y'all doing? Hopefully, you guys have started your training today, but I want to give you a little tip, all right? A little detail that you couldn't see in the video last night. Got Josiah helping me out right now.
Yo.
And that is on the guard replacement drill when I was under the counter like I am right now. And you might be on your bed. I don't know where you're at. All right, you might be against a wall. Not sure. But anyway, we want to see how this space is created right here, okay? So that's what we're looking for right there. So you notice here that, and I'm here, when I get somebody to move away from me in side control, I can't get them actually to move away from me. I got to move myself out away from them and under them, all right? Because it's already too late. They've got us pinned down. They got our shoulders and hips down. So we've already kind of made some bad mistakes to get pinned in this position. But to try to get away, I've got to work my way out from underneath them. So what I'm going to do is I need to move what I can, all right? Imagine somebody's on top of me here, and I need to get some space here. So I'm going to just move my shoulders out there by keeping my head up, always keeping my hands in, protecting the center line portion. I want to move my shoulders, and now watch my arm when this happens. It's able to come inside. So if that was their hip and they're blocking me, I move, it comes in, I'm able to get my cross face. That's the first part of me being able to get out of this situation. I'm gonna take my feet now, move them to the side, just like this here. So now when I pick my hips up, now all of a sudden I've got a little bit more space here. So that's what I'm trying to accomplish here. And then when I get my hip escape here, I get on my shoulder really hard, and then I'm gonna push myself away and really use that power to be able to go away, all right? Bring my knee in automatically here, and then I'm gonna bring my other foot over their back, imagining that. And then I'm gonna take my hands, put them on the shoulder, and now I'm gonna begin to push myself to the side to be able to clear out, to be able to come up, to close the guard. So that little replacement drill that we're doing is what we're talking about. So if you look here again, we go kind of fast with it. We're gonna come inside, in, move, hip escape, knee in, and then guard replacement drill. All right, train hard today. We'll see you guys soon.
See ya.
So, hey, without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and review this week. Remember, we talked about on Monday our 7 fundamental movements. We reviewed that in our Zoom class yesterday as well. And we talked about the bridge, talked about the hip escape, talked about the technical stand-up, talked about our overhead rolls, or rolls, should I say, just in general. We talked about our break falls, we talked about our shots and our sprawls, right? So we had 7 fundamental motions, fundamental movements of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And then we actually talked about the fact that we have 7 functional movements. There are a lot more functional movements, basically just solo drills, but we categorize them just as 7 functional movements because they all have to do with being able to move around somebody when they're on the back. Now we're going to be doing, first drill, we're going to be doing our hip escape. Remember, I pick my hips up, I get on my shoulder, pick my heels up so I can turn my body, and I move, push my hips away, and then I bring my knee in, and then I bring it back. Then I'm going to go to the other side. Hips up, get on my shoulder, pick my heels up, make sure I pivot my heels away the way I want my hips to go, push, bring my knee in, and then we go back to the other side. All right, we're going to make that a little fast. Go at your own speed, even if I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, boom, dois, tres. Whatever count that I do, whether it's in Portuguese, English, or it's Japanese, all right, that just kind of helps you to kind of put a demand on the fact that you want to try to meet that rhythm. But it's not totally necessary. You just do the best you can, all right? Always remember that you want to go as fast as you can go, all right? Not as fast as I can go or your friend could go. If your mom and dad are doing this with you, always we encourage our parents to be able to start training with your kids. Get this video, clear out the living room. I saw you guys, man. Evan, Mr. Noriega, Mr. Bourne, Mr. Jash, all you guys working with your kids, man, that was so awesome. That made me happy, okay? But you guys can do this together, but you don't have to go as fast as each other go. You guys encourage each other, make this happen, all right? So here we go. We're going to go 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1. Bring the knee in, 3, 4, hands up, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Good. Keep those hands center line. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 30. Awesome job, guys. Here we go. Now, bridge and roll. Same thing. We're going to bridge our hips way up in the air, but we're not rolling, actually. I just want to roll up on my shoulder, and then I want to touch out where I'm at. Notice my head is off the mat. I don't let my head go on the mat. A little bit different than a high arch, okay? We're not doing a bridge high arch of the back like we would do like in wrestling or something like that. We want to make sure that our bridge head stays off the mat, because a lot of times on our bridging, there's going to be a roll that's added to it, okay? So now we're going to go over to the other side, just like this, okay? Yeah, it's just not enough to try to just keep your shoulders off the mat. We want to get up and get out of there, all right? So that's a lot of times we have to bridge and roll. So we go 1, 2, 3, keep those hips up, 4, 5, reach, 6, 7, 8, keep that elbow tucked in, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I know you guys are counting with me. 6 on the 10s, 7. Don't get out of practice. 9 and, that's right, 21. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Awesome job, guys. Good. Now what we're going to be doing, sitting up just like this here, and we're going to be doing our technical stand-up, okay? Remember, my foot is on the mat here. The foot that's on the mat is the hand that is up, okay? And then the other leg is stretched out, and that hand is on the mat. Because right here, I just want to raise myself up in the air, so this way, this leg is free. I can move, I can kick, so on and so forth. But I'm going to take this leg here, push it out a little bit, and then swing it up behind me while I'm still looking up, and then I stand up. Technical stand, okay? Then I'm going to put my right hand down, and I'm going to take my right foot, swing it in. And then now I'm in this position. Hands up, I raise myself up, push a little bit. This foot swings behind me while I'm here, and we come up here, all right? We're going to do one side, then the other. We're just going to do 20 of these, okay? And I want you to make sure that you go as fast as you can. If in fact you can't get all 20 done, it is not a problem. Don't put that pressure on yourself, okay? And now, of course, you upper belts, you guys got stripes on your belt, gray belts, you know, yellow belts, blue belts. You guys should be knocking these out, no problem, all right? But if you're just starting out, especially the little dragons, you know, the little guys, don't worry about it. Don't be like, oh, I gotta get 20 of them in. I can't go forward and do it. No, just do as many as you can, and the time that Mr. Haven does is 20, all right? Here we go, ready? We're gonna go down, and 1, 2, 3. Put the right side down now. 4. Keep your posture up. 5. Good job. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. You guys getting them done? Nice. 10 more. Here we go. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 20. Awesome job. Okay, next, what we're gonna do is gonna do a little bit of break falls. We're gonna do a back break fall, and we're gonna do a side break fall, all right? So, when we do our back break fall, remember, I'm just gonna squat down. I don't need to slap the floor hard, all right? I'm just breaking my fall. My hands are just coming back to be able to stop myself from rolling straight back over my head. Don't want that to happen, okay?
So all I do is I just squat down, keep my chin tucked, cross my arms up, and back. When I'm done with my break fall, make sure I breathe out. When I'm done with my break fall, I'm going to come back up with a tripod stand-up. What I mean by that is I want to take my foot, kick, and see how I cross one leg under, the other foot goes down, just like I'm just sitting up, all right? But I want to come all the way up on my knee. So I'm here, and I kick, and up on my knee. Then we say tripod because I have my foot down, I have my toes down, the ball of the foot, I have my knee down, my hands are up. That way I can just stand up without using my hands, okay? So tripod stand-up. So we're going to go back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job. All right, nice. Now we're going to do our side break falls. Real simple, okay? Same deal. I'm going to sit down, but this leg is going to go in front. So I bend the knee, and my leg goes in front. The leg that goes in front is the hand that I slap the mat with. So get rid of this hand so it's not a problem. I grab my belt so I know that this hand's not in the equation. Not for practicing the break fall, okay? So I'm going to squat down, my leg comes across, and just down on my side. Side break fall. Make sure my knee's up, the toes are on the mat, this foot's up in the air, my leg, my arm just slapped out here. You notice I'm not making a big old, like, boom. There's a time for that, but we're not doing that right now, okay? Kind of really controlling the body. From here now, I let go of my belt, use this leg to sit up. What does this look like now? Looks like a technical stand-up, which is exactly what it is. Then we go to the other side. Grab the belt. This foot's going to cross, this hand slaps. This knee bends. So I bend, off to the side there. I sit up, and technical stand-up. Just like that, right? So we're just going to do 4 more of those. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good job. Nice. All right, so there's our break falls. Now, we're going to do our overhead roll and back roll. Real easy. We just did that on Monday. Remember again, don't roll on your head, don't roll on your shoulder. We roll over those objects to get them out of the way. It means we got to really tuck our chin. Make sure when we roll, that was some nice controlled motion, not fast. If you're uncomfortable with these, do not do them. Not at home, all right? My upper belt, you should be able to do this again, no problem. But if you're just starting out, you're not familiar with this stuff, don't even worry about this section. Just press the pause button, go get a drink of water, come back, and then we'll practice these when we get back on the mat, all right? If you can do it, of course, then do it, all right? But we're not rolling on the head, remember. It's got to get out of the way, and then I'm going to go straight forward. Overhead roll, make sure I tuck my chin all the way, over. Now I'm going to go back, okay? Remember, I tuck my ear to my shoulder, roll over the open shoulder, come back, and then I'm back up again, all right? Straight over, so we go sideways so you can see, all right, we go straight over, and we go back, and then up, ready? 2, 3, last one, and 4. Good job, all right? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a shoulder roll. Again, we're not standing up. I'm just gonna pick up my knee, whatever knee's up, that hand goes on the mat, the other one. All right, this is the hand of the one that's up, goes through, roll over my shoulder, and I come over, just like I'm rolling in a ball, all right? Now I do a back shoulder roll, all right? Just to show off. We're not gonna go back. We're gonna turn and go the other way, all right? So here, we're gonna go over, then I turn and I lift my other knee up. So now it's my left knee up, my right hand goes on the mat, and my left hand goes through, and I just roll straight over. Turn and roll. Up and roll. 2 more. And turn and roll. Nice work. Good job. All right, here we go. Ready? We're going to do a couple more things, and then we're going to actually take a break after we stretch, okay? So here we go. Good to be right here. So we did our hip escapes. We did our bridges. We did our technical stand-up. We did our break falls. And we did our rolls, okay? So 5. We got 2 more. The first one is just a shot, okay? We're just going to do 6 of them, no big deal. Make sure again that my posture's up. When I do a single or a double leg, I know some of the little dragons, they go, I'm going to take you down, I'm going to grab your legs, okay? We don't want to actually do that. This is a good way to start to figure out how to get there because you understand that you got to grab the legs. So it's called double leg, more to take out, all right? But I'm actually going to bring my level down by bending my knees, all right? And I take a pretty big step with my front leg, keep my hands up. Now this front knee is going to go down onto the mat. This leg steps forward, and I posture, and I come up. If I'm grabbing, of course, a leg or double leg or single leg, then of course I have to come out, and I've got to grab and then pull into me, get my hips inside, all right? Now I'm going to stand up, and then we're going to come to the other side, all right? So now the other leg's in front. My right leg, I change my level, take that big step. It's called a penetration step. I'm really far down. This front knee goes all the way down to the mat as I reach, pull, grab, and then I stand. All right? Now we're going to go to the other side. Down and up. The other side. Switch, down and up. The other side. Down and up. The other side. Down and up. Look, the other side. Down and up. The other side. Down and up. Good job, all right? Now, last thing we're going to do, sprawl, all right? Remember, we talked about 7 fundamental things that you should be practicing all the time for your jiu-jitsu, all right? Number 1, hip escapes. Number 2, technical stand-ups. Number 3 is going to be your break falls. Number 4 is going to be your rolls. Number 5, bridges. Sorry, bridge is number 2 actually, but that's okay. And then number 6 is your shots. And number 7 is going to be your sprawls, okay? So remember, somebody's trying to come in. I don't want my head to be at their level. I need to be down and defending too, all right? Hands up, fighting, whatever the case might be. Small, all right? Working, somebody goes to shoot on my leg. I need to drop, get lower than them. Remember our forklift, we talk about it, getting my hands underneath it. All right, so I'm down here, and then they come in. I need to get my legs away. So I'm going to drop my hip down here, just like this. Hip is down on the mat, and then from here now, I want to make sure my hip's down all the way, feet are out. I will probably kick my toes back at first just to get my legs out. Then I'll go live toes to put the pressure, so that way we can do our frog. Frog up, here, and then I'm back up again and ready to go, okay? So we're just going to do that. Doing 4 of them, all right? Just to finish up our warm-up. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's it. Good job, all right? Let's talk about double leg, all right? Now, do not take your mom's, your dad's stools down. They don't like to be taken down, all right? But what we can do with this is we can actually work the concept of what it is we're trying to accomplish when we're changing our levels. I want to get down below, so I take my step, change my level. I want to bring my knee down right in between, and then I'm going to come around here, step behind, and then keep my head up. And if I wanted to, of course, I'd take them down. If I really wanted to, I'd come up and whoop. But we're not going to, okay? Because again, we don't want to damage any furniture. All right, what we're going to be doing next, some big back steps. Big back steps. You guys all know what a back step is, right? We're down here. I switch my base and back step, all right? But this back step is going to be a big back step. We're gonna do it from a bear crawl position. And every time you do it, you're gonna reach across, you're gonna say hi to somebody, find something to look at. It looks like this here. It comes here just like this, and I'm gonna bring up my leg here and back step. And hi. And then we come back, then we go on the other side and back step. I can't say hi because I'm looking over there. Ready, back up. So we're gonna go 1, hi, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, hello, 2, 6, 2, make sure you reach, 7, hello, 2, 8, 2, 9, 2, 10, 2. Good job. All right. Now, in our Zoom class yesterday, we did a little thing called sit-ins. These are great for your motion, moving, legs moving, getting light on your feet, and building the upper body as well. I remember on the sit-ins that we were down in that same position as far as being inside of like a bear crawl position, tripod. I'm gonna swing my legs out one way, then the other. So we come here, and I bring the opposite hand up. This foot's out, the opposite, like a technical stand-up, but instead of standing up, I just bring my foot back. Then I'm gonna go to the other side, just like this here. So from the side, looks like this here, come up, sit in, back, then I go to the other side. This hand comes up, the opposite foot comes up, I come inside, and then I'm back, okay? Of course, we're gonna move pretty quick on that, side to side, side to side. Magic number on this one is 20, 2-0. Ready? Here we go, ready in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Good job. We're bringing both legs in, just like we just did. Both legs are going to go out. I'm going to switch my base. And now, remember we talked about live toes from here, right? So I drive this knee to the mat now, okay? And this leg goes straight over. So I'm here, and we come here. Now I'm back out here. Now from here, I'm going to do a back step. So I'm going to take live toes here and back step. All right? Not switch my base. It's that back step. Now I switch my base back underneath and bring both knees in. You're like, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a little tricky. You got it. All right, so we're going to go out, lift the knee up, switch, step over. Now I'm going to back step, drop my hip down, switch my base back, and then I come in. Out, switch your base, lift the knee, foot flat, live toes, step over, sit down on your knees like we did when we started. Now I take this leg over here and bring it back again. That means I come up and sit down on my hip. Now I switch my base. This leg goes underneath, open, both knees in. Now we go out, switch your base the other way, foot flat, knees up, switch through, step over, back step, switch your base, both knees in. All right? Pick it up a little bit. Out, switch, step, back step, switch, in, out. Switch the other way, step over, back step, switch, and in. Out, switch, step, back step, switch, in, out. Switch, step, back step, switch, in. Very good, okay? Now you can play with that drill if you'd like, okay? You can do different things with it as far as like putting one leg in and one leg out, because sometimes in side control, you will have one leg out, one leg in, okay? And what I mean by that is we can be here just like this here. I can have both of my knees in and here, and then I can stretch one leg and keep the other leg in, just like this here. And then all I need to do is lift this knee and switch. And then come back and keep that knee in. So it looks like this from the side. I can be here and go out and keep one leg in, and then just switch. And then come back and keep that knee in, all right? That's one thing you can do as well, okay? So you can play with the drill and do it on the other side the same way, okay? Good morning. It's a great day today. It's Wednesday, hump day. We're going to get over this day and make sure we have a successful week. Wanted to go through how to be able to make all of this stuff work for you, okay? So I've got gi, belt, all right? And 2 pillows and jeans, okay? And we're gonna make all this stuff work for us, okay? So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna take the gi, we're gonna take the smaller pillow, put it in the back of the gi, under the shoulders, okay? Just like this here. And then we'll take the bigger pillow and put it through the gi, just like we did on Monday, so it's kind of hanging out there. And then we're gonna take the jeans, and we're gonna roll them up, just like this here, and we're gonna stick them inside the arms, all right? So we'll take the jeans and really tight, kind of like a military roll there. If you ever packed for your children that are in the military, you've been in the military yourself, you know, you roll everything up and just, that way it all sticks inside there, all right? We'll take these and we're gonna stick them inside the arms, okay? So let's see if we can make this work here really quick, okay? So, first thing, jeans. So you kind of see the arms now have a little bit of life to them, okay? If in fact you have smaller jeans, all right, and longer arm sleeves, you can take your jeans, you actually fold them this way, and then roll them long ways, like this here. Make sure the waist portion is up towards the shoulders. Take your smaller pillow, put the open end up for the shoulders so the pillow doesn't fall out. Then you take your longer pillow or your bigger pillow, put it up. So you got a head sticking out. You can work with there. Close the gi up nice and tight. Take your belt. Always make your belt even when you're tying it. And always start with the stripes on the right side. Fold the left side of the gi over the top. Bring it around. And you always bring the right side over the left. Bring it up and through both of them. Tight, nice and tight. Over the top here. Pop it. That way the stripes are on the left side. We always keep our hard work close to our heart. Gotta be technically correct, right? One more little thing. Hair ties, all right? So, as you can tell, I use hair ties all the time. No, but if you have, of course, daughters in the house, wife in the house, hair ties are awesome, right? If you don't have hair ties, you can use kind of just anything you find laying around, zip ties, zip ties, twist ties, whatever you can get. You're gonna take that hair tie and you're gonna put it over the sleeve, just like this here, all right? You can do it twice, however many times you make it tight. Little dad hacks, figure out how to do this, had to do Avalons here all the time. And that way you leave a little bit of the sleeve at the end so you can get like your pocket grips and pistol grips and things of that nature. Bring this guy up here, shove the jean back in a little bit more. So let's check them out. So we have hair ties. We can come inside, pocket grip, pistol grip, 4-finger grip on the side. So, but you're never allowed to put your hands inside the sleeve. You'll get penalized for that. Anyway, we have here, of course, we have the booty portion of the gi, with the legs sticking out here. We have our belt tied on, really nice and tight. We have the head sticking out. We have active arms, and we have the ability to be able to work with this guy, being able to work different things, okay? So in this situation, of course, if you wanted to, you can actually use it as a throwing dummy, but I wouldn't suggest it. It'll come apart pretty quick. You have to, of course. So no problem with that. But with this guy here, we can do all sorts of like lapel chokes, things of that nature, coming around, sliding the lapel, matillon, and so on and so forth, okay? And you can also do your armbar drills. Nice little hack, home remedy hack. We'll be right back. So here's the thing. We're gonna be inside this mount situation. The arms are off to the side, but we're gonna pick them up so that my knees can come up underneath the arms. And I know he's got a blue gi on, so it's kind of hard to see. But notice that his arms are sticking up right here, okay? The arms are up in the air here. My knee is right underneath here, just like this here, okay? So the arms are up. All right, they're not down to the side. They can't go down because my knees are holding the arms up here, okay? So all we're gonna do is we're gonna take one hand, put it down right here on the shoulder of the arm, okay? So this arm is up, this hand goes on the shoulder. This hand is gonna go under the arm like this here. I'm gonna take this knee and I'm gonna pick it up just like this here, and then I'm gonna pick up my other knee just like this here, and I'm gonna sit down. See how I'm just squatting down, holding this arm here just like this, and then I'm gonna take this leg over the top here while I'm pushing down. I'm gonna come off, and look what I have here. I have the arm, all right? I'm gonna come up, just up here, go back to the mount again. Don't have to be real technical with that portion of it. The drill is just kind of setting up the arm bar. Then we're gonna go to the other side. So it's this arm now, okay? This hand goes on the shoulder, this hand goes underneath here, and then I'm gonna come up, slide my knee up. I'm gonna pick up my other knee like this here, and now I'm holding onto the arm, and this leg goes over the top. Oh, and I'm up here just like this, and I have the arm here. We'll look at that from the side here. So we're here, just like this. See how the arms are up because my knees are forward. My knee is right here. This knee is right here. So the arms have to stay up, all right? So my knees are always in line with the shoulder. So make sure your kids got their knee right up by your shoulder, or kids or students, if you guys are doing this drill and you got your pillow man, make sure your knees are right up above the shoulders. I'm gonna go for this arm here on this side. So my hand goes on this shoulder right now. This hand goes over, and I just put my hands on top of each other for the drill, okay? And then I come in, pick my knee up, and now on this one, I'm gonna pick this knee up here, and then I'm gonna come off and to the side. Notice that I'm right here, all right? If you can grab the belt, that'd be cool too. All right, squeeze those knees. When I do an arm lock, I pull in, all right? So look, you're gonna do that on your own. I want you to do that minimum 10 times, 5 times each side, all right? For your upper belts, of course, make sure that you're doing this 20 times. Yellow belts and above, it'd be good to do 30 of them, okay? And I know it's like, oh my gosh. Yes, all right, 30, so that'd be 15 each side. And we just come up here. We come up here and off, and we roll off here. We go to the other side, coming up and up, off to the side, Coming back up. Come back to the mount again. And come up, hand off to the side. Here, all right? Just like that. Working that back and forth, back and forth. Get busy. All right, so we got Bob here, being a willing participant today. Okay? All we're gonna do is when we're doing this here, is I'm gonna come around here. Remember, I'm going to push the leg to the side, bring this knee around. I'm going to step with this leg here, out to the outside, bring this knee around, and knee on belly. Then I'm going to come back up to the other side. I'm going to come here, step over to the side. When I step over to the side, push my hands through. This leg is going to come around and knee on belly. Then we're going to come back up to the other side. All right? We're going to do 10 of those. Okay? So, and again, take your time. Okay? If you're having trouble and you're like, oh man, I don't know what I'm doing, slow down, stop, look at what I'm doing. I'm not going to go super fast. All right? If you can go faster than me, as long as you're doing it right, you're golden. Okay? All right? But make sure you're doing it correctly. Okay? Because I'm going at a pace that hopefully everybody can hang with. Oh, even my level 1 little dragons. This stuff is good for you. So hopefully you made it back. Selma, Ethan, all right, Andrew, Preston, all you guys. Well, Preston, you're actually going to level 2, dude. All right, but Adeline, Cruz, the guys are there. Owen coming through. Okay, Giovanni. So look, I'm going to be here. If I had the legs, I would have the legs up like this here, and I would work them to the side. So if you got George or you're a Inochi buddy, you can grab the legs and you can move them. And that'll help you to understand that I'm moving to the side like this here. So I move, step, and down. Come back, grab those legs, and move, step, and down. It's 2, good. 3, 4, posture, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. Cool. All right. So off of that, we would of course incorporate coming down, establish side control, going to the mount, whatever. Okay. All right. Second set that we're fixing to do. You're going to take, if your Inochi buddy has got the legs in it, you put your leg inside his legs. All right. If it doesn't, you're just going to start kind of in that position. All right. So I'm down. My knee is inside of George's legs here. All right. Just like this. See? Okay, so it's almost like he's got a half guard position on me, okay? So all I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna come inside, and I'm not gonna be down controlling half guard here, all right? It's when they get the first half guard, they're on their back. I wanna make sure they stay on the back. So I'm just gonna take both of my hands, push on the belt, just like this here, and then I'm gonna post this leg out. I'm gonna kick this leg up in the air, and then inside to the side here, okay? Then I'm going to go to the other side, inside here, I post, kick, and around, okay? So from the side, looks like this here. See how my legs inside? There's other legs on the inside here, so I'm inside the legs here. Grab the belt from here, post this leg over here on the ground. I'm going to take this leg, kick it up here, and then come around knee on belly there. All right? On the other side, my legs on the inside, grab the belt, post, I kick this leg up, and then off to the side, knee on belly. All right? So now I'm going to be doing 10 of those. All right? Taking your time and doing it right. Again, try to stay with me. All right? Ready? And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good, okay? So, first 2 sets. The last set, because we've been passing the knee on belly over and over and over again. Knee on belly, simply if I was really doing knee on belly on Bob, I would have my knee and I would drive it into a solar flex and my shin would be across his hips. And then I would have my other leg posted out. I'd be holding him, I'd be down, whatever, right? When we work with each other, I actually put my knee across the hip and I put my toes on the mat on this side. So that way I'm not driving like this, all right? That is so painful. A lot of guys will tap to that right there because I'm taking my knee and just crushing right inside there. Oh, and all my weight, my toes are up in the air. I don't know if you can see my toes, but yeah, they're up in the air, all right? Just like that. When I'm working with my friend though, I have across the hips and my toes are on the mat, all right? So, you're working with your Inochi buddy, even though he's your buddy, he's so much of a buddy that we're gonna be able to do it the way we wanna do it. Drive the knee in. So I'm gonna come inside here, and I'm gonna be good posture in this way, knee on belly. See how my foot's up? Right there, it's not on the mat. Now it's on the mat, now it's not. And I'm working inside here, okay? A lot of times when this happens, they're gonna try to shove you off because it's like, oh my goodness, try to push you this way, all right? When that happens, I'm gonna take this foot, I'm gonna take a big step around, just like this here, all right? And as soon as I step here, I'm gonna lift this leg up here. This knee is gonna go knee on belly. So I come here, come up, switch my hands, and drive around this way here, all right? He's gonna push here, I step, and turn. He pushes this way here, I step, and turn, okay? All right, so we're just gonna do that, 10 of those. Try to stay with the pace, I'm not gonna go super fast. Again, we're trying to make it correct. Okay, here we go, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Cool. All right. So now let's talk about this here. I'm right here in top side control. And we did this about 3 weeks ago, where this person would come in. What would they do? Of course, they would hip escape, come in towards me, right? They would try to hip escape, boom, they try to get their guard back, okay? So when this happens, and they start to push and they frame, the cross face here, they're cross face and framing like they're supposed to do, I would take my hand and do what? I'd wrap on their elbow, just like this here, and then from here, I would take and I would come around, put my hip on their head, and then I would step back around this way, just like this. They would come here, now they're gonna hip escape towards me here. I would take this elbow right over the arm, back step around the head. See, now I still have the arm. This leg would slide through. And now I'm on the other side. So that's the next drill we're gonna do, all right? So you're just gonna grab the arm up here, take this elbow, grab their arm, back step, and around. Take the arm up, elbow over, back step, and around. Take the elbow over, hug their arm with the hand that's on the head. See, this hand would go under the head. I would let go, come around, hug it, put your elbow down on them here. Put the other hand down on the mat, back step, and around. They come here, come here. This hand now goes on the mat so I can push off. See how my hand was here? And I back step now, and then I come slide this leg inside. And again, up, here, switch, and around. Come up, here, switch, and around. Push, up, switch, and around. You don't necessarily have to put that hand on the mat, because if they're really pushing on you, you'll be able to move, right? With George here, I might have to put my hand on the mat just to help me get myself around, right? But most of the time, they're gonna be like, ugh, and I'm gonna be like, whoa, and they're gonna be like, ah, maybe, all right? Here we go, right? All right, we're gonna do 4 more now. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Awesome. Now, the 4th one, all right, that was actually the 4th one. The 5th one that we're doing is similar to this one, but it's if they are pushing down this way and I can't get my elbow over, can't trap that arm. All I'm going to do is push on their head here, okay? So I take this hand and I push straight down on the head. Get a little closer so you can see. So they would usually frame, right? And the first one that we did was here, where I take my elbow like this. All right, but let's say they're pushing this way, or they're reaching over my arm. I'm just not able to get this arm the way I want to. I would push on this head here like this here. And then when I push on the head, I would take this leg and put my knee here, and now just turn over. All right? So now they turn and roll towards me. They might be pushing on my knee. I would take this hand and push on the head. I would take my leg here and step here. And now I put my knee down and turn over this way. Okay? So again, get a little bit so you can actually see the full motion. I'm here. They push in. This arm's not available. So I push on the head and I step and then put my knee down here. And now see, I don't have to switch my base anymore. I'm already now in position number 1, okay? So they come in, they turn towards me, push, step, and switch. Now I'm in position number 1, okay? I can switch my base if I wanted to, but I don't have to, all right? They turn towards me, I push the head here, switch. What's really cool about this is I end up usually like with katakatame, like an arm triangle. All right, so let go. They turn towards me, push the head, step, and I end up in position 1. They turn towards me, step, position number 1. They turn towards me, push the head, step, position number 1. Remember I put that knee in, okay? Turn towards me, push the head, step, put the knee down, position number 1. Turn towards me, push the head down, step over, my knee's gonna drop, and a big old back step. It's gonna get me in position number 1 right there, okay? So now we're gonna do 4 again, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turn towards me, step, back step. Turn towards me, push the head, step, back step. They turn towards me, push the head, put all my weight down. I'm pushing down on them, and back step. Controlling their head when they come. Here, push the head, push down hard, and back step. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Nice work, guys. Okay? Okay. So now, from here, let me fix my gi, sorry. It's kind of combining the first one and the last one that we just did, okay? What we're going to do So we're gonna walk around from the legs, just like this here. And from the side here. Okay? And I'm gonna step here, just like we did. And now I'm gonna walk up here, put my knee down on the shoulder here, and then back step, and look at me. I'm in position number one again, and I've got the arm actually underneath sometimes, which is awesome because from here, when I pull the arm and my legs over the arm, I just get to go off to the side and look, mom, arm bar. All right? If they move the arm, then you're just in position number one, okay? Let's do that motion again. We're gonna step it down. Pretty simple. So I move the legs to the side and I step, just like we did in the first one. I step and bring my knee forward. See how that knee's forward? I can go knee on belly, but sometimes they'll start pushing right away. They'll take this hand, they'll start hip escaping, pushing against me. And I can't go to knee on belly, so I'm gonna step with this leg here, just like this here, almost like when we go to the reverse knee on belly, but we're just combining these motions. I come here and I'm gonna put my knee next to their shoulder here, and then back step. So I go here, drop, and back step. Now I'm in position number one. So let's look at it this way now. It looks confusing, but it's really not, all right? We're here. I'm gonna move to the side here like this here. I step, bring the knee forward, right? I would go knee on belly or I go to side control here, all right? Not a problem, but let's say they push and start pushing against me and hip escape and start doing what they're supposed to do. I will take this leg and I will step here. It's where I can't get all the way around to turn the knee on belly on this side, all right? Because they're moving pretty good, all right? So I would take my foot, step, my knee's gonna drop to the shoulder now, here, and then back step. Now I drop my position, and I'm in position number one because they're a case of katana, okay? So let's go this way now, so you can kind of see from the back angle. My back will be facing you. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Huh? You see? Nice, all right, good. So I'll take the legs, move them to the side, step to the side, all of a sudden you see the legs, right? Now I'll take this knee up here, just like this here. They would turn towards me, like this here, to stop me from coming. So I'll step around. I'm gonna put my knee down next to their shoulder there, and then I'm gonna turn myself a big back step like we just did here, and now I'm in position number one. Got it? So let's go again. Ready? I'm gonna go to the side, move the legs to the side. I'm gonna step forward, actually, let's go this way because I think I went there. So I step to the side, my knee comes forward, they would turn towards me. I step here to their head, my knee goes down, and back step. All right, so now we're gonna drill it, but I'm gonna be facing you the whole time now, okay? Ready? I'm gonna go on this side over here. You move, step, step. Here, drop your knee, and back step. Back up again. And go to the other side now. Move the legs, step. Step around, put my knee down, and back step. Back up again. Now the other side. Go this way. Move, step, step. Come around, knee, back step. Now going this way. Ready? Legs, I step, knee, come around, put your knee down, and back step. Go this way, taking your time. Go through, step, change the level. This knee's gonna go all the way to the head. over, down, next to the shoulder, and now a big old back step. You swing that leg all the way around till we're back in position number one on the other side. I'm gonna come around this way over here. Move, change, step, 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 knee comes down, and back step. Faster now. Ready. Step, step, knee, back step. The other side. Step, step, knee, back step. Four more now, okay? Try to follow along. We're going 1, 2, 3, and 4. Legs. 1. 2. 3. 4. Nice. This can also work if I'm just right here and they've turned towards me here, all right? Now to the head, I'm like here. I would just drop my knee down. Whoop. I don't have to go from the legs. I'd be right here. I'd be working, and I would just drop my knee down here and back step, just like that, all right? That little dropping of your weight into a back step is really important from no matter where you are, because it drops your hips down and gets your hips on top of them and allows you to change your position properly, okay? And you end up in a good position there. If you noticed, each of the drills that we've done so far is that we've been working the back step, right? Whether it's using my elbow to pinch their arm and control and back step, or I take that one step and push the head, take the step and then back step, you know, or standing up, coming around with the back step, all right? Those things, okay? Last one we're gonna do from right here, okay? I'm in Kazuri Keisakatami now, from side control, all right? Now I've moved my position. Remember, Kazuri Keisakatami, I'm grabbing the arm, live toes, facing, all right? Position number what? Position number 1, right? Controlling the arm on this side, shoulder, so on and so forth, okay? On this one, I'm gonna pull this elbow like we did when we switched our base. I come forward like this here, all right? And I'm gonna act like I'm going to position number 2, Inochi, whatever, okay? But instead of that, I'm gonna come here, and then I'm gonna push the arm and step over, just like that there, all right? So it's almost like we end up in an S mount. So we're here, I'm gonna go 1 and 2, just like that, all right? So the arm's up here. Usually the arm would come up underneath because that's where the friend would put the arm. So then we come here and we walk, and we have an arm block right here, okay? Right there. So on the other side now, position number 1. Cool thing about George is you can sit on him just like you always want to do with your partners, but it's not kind to sit on your partners. George don't care. All right, your Inochi buddy, he's like, I'm your buddy, man, I'm here for you. All right, so I come here, and I switch my base here like this, and then I come back, push the arm down, and this leg now is going to come in a big step on top, just like this here. All right, and then we walk, squeeze our knees, and we have that arm lock right here. Or we can just sit right here, and then we can come off even to the side with the arm lock, or we can just, like I said, stay on top in that S mount. Right? It's a nice little way to set up an attack. Sorry, George, didn't mean to roll all over you. Okay? Here we go. This one's a little advanced, so all my little ones, level 1 little dragons, and even some of my beginners, just kind of do the best you can. Have fun with this though, because again, just remember I'm like here, because every case of time I'm like, hey, I'm gonna advance, I'm gonna change my position on you. What? And then they're gonna say, what are you doing? I'm gonna say, I'm just joking. Here, just like that, and then step over. And now I go to the other side. And here, position number 1. So like if I was doing my around the world drills, I would be right here. In modified 2, I would come around, move, step, and step. Just like that, all right? So as a matter of fact, let's kind of now add that. That'd be a really cool addition, okay? So you can, of course, always do what you want with these drills, play with them, but try to make sure that they're done properly and accurately. That's important, okay? So let's start in position number 2, modified. Right here, remember this? Because we're gonna be here in a second. Let's switch our base, stretch the legs. Position number 1. Now I'm gonna step over. Now I'm gonna push down and step up and over their head. See that? That's where I'm at. I have the arm right here. Then if I wanted to get the arm lock, see the head's right here, come under their head like this, squeeze my knees together, roll this way, and now I've got the arm lock on this side while I'm sitting up on top. Very uncomfortable, okay? So we're gonna do just 2, okay? We're gonna go 1 on one side, 1 on the other side, and then we'll move on to our class, all right? So modify 2, right here, switch your base, position 1, step, push, and step. Pull, and let's go arm lock this way. Oh, nice. Go back over here. Now on the other side, give me just a second. My towels, I'm a little loose with George there. There we go, got them fixed. All right, so now we're back in position number 2, modified, right here. Good, switch our base. Position 1, step, push, step, up, arm lock right there. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the mat, getting your feedback right away. But you know what? You can leave your feedback on our Google form, all right? At the end of the Google class, at the bottom, you can comment or type a little comment in there. And Emma and Ava always got something cool to say. Cohen's got a smiley face he posts all the time. Andrew's always saying thank you, and I appreciate that. Hayden's saying, great class. Pablo's like, man, happy Wednesday. And that's awesome. I appreciate all that feedback that everybody's giving, all right, and across the board. So I appreciate you guys. Keep up the hard work, all right? Hey, have a great weekend, but also don't forget, live life on purpose and